Hello and welcome to part 103 of Let's Play Dangan Ronpa. We're about to start a machine gun talk battle, so let's start the machine gun talk battle. Let's do it! God damn it, Celez, you suck. I'm not doing very well this time, am I? I'm set on merciful, apparently. Holy fucking shit. There we go. You lose. I win. She loses. Score 100 points. A. Best I've ever done. Done. There is in fact evidence that shows the trolley was moved. When I saw the trolley in the art storage room, there was blood on the tyres. This is the thing I don't get about this game. Couldn't he have just said that and left it? Did he really have to go and click square and triangle and X so many times? Really? Just a little bit confused. Because it's like in video games where you shoot someone in the head and they don't die, you know? It's like, I just shot you in the head, you're dead. A puddle of blood on the floor in the physics prep room had tracks that matched those of the tyres. When the culprit moved the body through the prep room, he must have accidentally rolled it through the blood, and with the blood still on the tyres, he moved it to the storage room. There's your evidence that the trolley was used to move Ishima's body. Now look, I've got to make a point here. Nagi obviously isn't the culprit, right? Hagakure isn't the culprit. Togami has alibis for most of it, but so does everyone else, but because Togami's helping out so much, let's just assume he's not the murderer. So can you stop saying he, Nagi? Because that's all of the guys out. Now Celez is doing it too. Do I rub people the wrong way? Well, in the end, this is nothing more than a footnote. Let's get back to the issue at hand, shall we? Yeah, you were saying that Justice Robo isn't the culprit. If the culprit isn't Justice Robo, then which Robo was it? Asahina, I think it best you do not concern yourself with robos. Let me spell it out for you. I'll explain why the so-called madman is not the incident's culprit. It should be readily apparent if we go back over what happened when Shimaru's corpse was moved. Ah, the back. The back wouldn't bend. So therefore you couldn't have bent down to go to the trolley to then... So that's why you brought up that. Yep, got it. Got it. Evidence that the madman is not the culprit can be found in what happened when the body was moved. What does he mean by that? Non-stop debate. This robo costume. Culprit killed Ishimaru in the physics prep room, yes. And then moved the corpse. He wrapped it in a vinyl sheet and put it on the trolley. What? Dang it. Don't scare me like that, Nagi. You had me thinking I said something wrong. My bad. That's the first time that's happened. Yeah, you can skip that part. Or even without a handle. There, you did say something wrong, bitch. Score 92 points. Still got an A. Stuck it. You're not wrong in saying that. By bending down, you could have moved the trolley without a handle. but could you really put yourself in that position while wearing that costume? What do you mean? Think about it. When we were experimenting with the costume, I can't see a thing. I can't even see my feet. I'm surprised you managed to walk around with this on. Like I said, it wasn't me. And what's up with this? The back doesn't bend at all. That's a pretty big design flaw. When wearing that costume, you not only can you not see your feet, but you can't bend your back either. Isn't that right, Asina? When you mention it, yeah. Being unable to bend one's back, it would be difficult indeed to push a trolley without a handle, in which case you could kick it, but if you can't see your feet, could you really kick the trolley to move it? Nope, I'm thinking not. Hell, if I know what you're talking about, though. Plus I have doubts you could pull off the even more intricate task of wrapping the corpse in a sheet while wearing that restrictive costume. Couldn't you just take off the costume to move the body? No, it's not possible to remove the costume just to remove the corpse. That's because you can't take it off yourself. It's hard to imagine that you'd take off the costume just to move the body, I mean. Can't take it off. Why can't I take it off? Someone give me a hand, would you? I'd rather you refrained from building things you can't take off by yourself. I didn't build this thing. The clasp on the back appears to be what's preventing him from taking it off. It's sealed fairly tight as well. Alright, fine, I'll give you a hand. Oh yes, the costume could neither be put on nor removed by one's own strength. Could he really not have taken it off himself? I heard it wasn't just lying to us, was he? It wasn't a lie. If he could have taken it off by himself, he wouldn't have shown up still wearing it. That's like wearing a sign around his neck saying, I did it. Yeah, exactly, dude. That's true, but Justice Robo really couldn't have moved that trolley. Which means the person who transported the corpse using the trolley could not have been Hagakure. No, hold on 1 minute, please. Have you all forgotten about the photograph I took? You've all seen it, as I recall. The photograph of Yamada being dragged away by the madman. If the madman is not the culprit, then just what is it I witnessed? Further, we have testimony from Yamada himself, one of the victims. How did he get those wounds? I was felled by him. By him? Justice Robo. I judged him as such just a few moments ago. As long as we have these facts, we can only draw one logical conclusion. The culprit is the madman Hagakure, beyond a shadow of a doubt. Alright. So, you're convinced it's Hagakure, and Yamada's said it was Hagakure, and we've proved it isn't Hagakure. Suspicious! Yeah, she's right. Just wait. It's still too early to draw a conclusion. Besides, we don't have to cast our ballots right this second. Before that, wouldn't it be to our benefit to at least discuss some of the possibilities? It's easier to see the truth when you look at things from multiple angles and don't bind yourself to one. But what specifically should we do? Let's try going back over the sequence of events from the start. In doing so, we may uncover something new. What a pain in the ass. Our lives are on the line. A little bit of inconvenience is unavoidable. Plus, we can use this opportunity to explain things to Kirigiri, since she wasn't there when it happened. Very well, then let us go back to the beginning. Started this morning. This morning, it was only Asahina, Kirigiri, Nagi, and I who assembled in the cafeteria. As long as we waited, no one else came. Thus, we decided to search for the other students. That was around 8 AM. Immediately after we split up, Kirigiri went missing. Finding Celeste in the third floor recreation room, Asahina quickly reconvened with Celeste, Nagi, and I. Blah 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 blah. I had been attacked by a madman and lost consciousness for around an hour, which means I was attacked about an hour before you found me, just after 7. At that time, we learned from Celeste's photo that the madman was dressed in an unusual costume, Justice Robo. Additionally, we discovered Yamada had been dragged off by that very same Justice Robo. We began our search for the madman, met with Fukuwa and Tagami, then found Yamada injured in the library. After escorting Yamada to an infirmary on the first floor, we resumed our search. Then, just after we left the infirmary... What is it? I saw a shadow. There was a shadow moving at the top of the stairs. Based on Celeste's sighting, we all went to the second floor and split up to look for the madman. Not long after that, I saw the madman on the third floor and immediately shouted to inform everyone. What happened, Celeste? That was a rather exaggerated cry coming from you. I saw him, the costumed madman. When I shouted, he ran off. Myself facing the opposite the stairs, he turned at the corner at the end of the hall to the left. And yet again, just moments after that, Yamada screamed. What? Came from downstairs, which means that scream was Yamada in the infirmary? Crap, let's hurry back. So we split into two groups. So as Asahina and I returned to the infirmary, and Ogami, Togami, and Fukuwa went after the madman on the third floor. There in the infirmary we discovered Yamada's dead body, and at that time we heard the corpse discovery announcement. I left Celeste and Asahina behind and returned to the third floor to report the bad news. However, at the same time, we had just found Ishimaru's corpse in the physics prep room. Yamada's and Ishimaru's corpses were likely discovered at nearly the same time. I too heard the corpse discovery announcement immediately after we found Ishimaru's body. Then I informed Ugami and Togami about Yamada's murder, and the three of us then headed to the infirmary together. Just after we left the physics lab, we heard surprising news from Celeste, who had come upstairs after me. See what this surprising news was, if you don't remember, in the next episode, top right, previously on the top left. So, until next time folks, see ya.